It's your weekly Dragonflight reminder guide. Hey, it's Soul, and you can help support the channel by liking this video, subscribing for more coverage, and catching me live on Twitch. The holiday binging is over, and we're back to a spattering of events. Time Walking returns this week, and this time it's Mist Pandaria. Pick up the quest from your adventure log and complete 5 Time Walking dungeons for a piece of champion level gear. It's super easy catch-up gear for your alts, and it's not like you need to be super geared to complete them. If you're really out of your element though, a few rounds in follower dungeons ought to help you get a good feel for your new class or spec. I've been trying to get a feel of augmentation evokers, and if nothing else, at least I'm not embarrassing myself pressing random buttons. Arathi Blizzard is the Brawl this week. It's the one that plays out kind of like a horror flick. You say you're okay, but you think you aren't, and no one's actually out there, but when you finally calm down, oops, you got sapped and you're about to lose the farm. And over in Mythic Plus World, the affixes are Fortified, Entangling, and Bolstering. Fortified Bolstering is one of those synergy combos that really works against you. Multiple bolstering stacks coupled with a fortified multiplier can make some packs really annoying. The usual practice these days is to nuke the most dangerous mob right away and then cleave off of everything else. That way you're still maxing out your throughput, and the tank will probably just have to deal with taking extra damage. One thing I tend to practice in a bolstering week is that if we get down to like one mob that happens to have a bunch of stacks, and it doesn't happen to do anything particularly dangerous like party-wide damage or a fear, I'll just stun it and then move on to the next pack. Bolstering stacks will wear off soon enough, and it's likely that it'll add a free stack to the new pack. People will still be mostly focused on their first target, and overall, the tank may just be dealing with one extra stack for most of the trash. Although, keep in mind that this is a fortified week, so that even one stack can be punishing at higher level keys. I'll be working on a guide that features add-ons that are like so useful to the world of Warcraft that they really ought to be added in a future update. I'd like to hear your takes on what you feel are some absolute must-haves. There are no wrong answers there. In the meantime though, I want to take the extra time we have today to go over an add-on that isn't exactly a must-have for everyone, but it totally changed the game for me. It's called Sorted. I'm asked about this add-on a lot in streams, and I featured it in add-on videos in the past. As you can see, it's a very different sort of bag add-on that changes the way that you manage your inventory, from rearranging icons to something more like spreadsheet or file management. Here's how it looks just out the box, and I'll go over some of the finer points. Items are displayed not by icon, but by name. No more having to mouse over to see what an item actually is. Items can be favorited to always keep them at the top of the list, and the favorited icons can be changed to fine-tune that even more. The top headers show the name, the item level type, the expansion, whether it's soulbound or not, and gold value, and a lot more. You can add or remove headers and then later click on them to sort in case you want to look at all the items that are like soulbound, what's got the highest item level, and so on. One of my favorite features, these icons up here will filter items so you can only see what you want to see. This first button says weapons, and when I click it, only weapons are displayed. You can filter by armor, accessories, consumables, and more. I often filter to display trade goods, and then if I right-click, I can specify what kind of trade good. So for example, I can look at just the ore and alloy that I have, and sure, I want to see my cooking materials too, because maybe I'm depositing a bunch of stuff into my guild bank. Personally, I have a somewhat different look that suits my taste as a profession person and a transmog collector. It's really easy for me to sort out BOEs to sell by just filtering out what isn't soulbound. It's alt friendly too. Like other add-ons, it'll show you how many of an item exists on your other characters, as long as they're also using the add-on, of course. I happen to have it off because I use something like Trade Skill Master for this management. And over in the settings menu, you can customize all sorts of stuff, from the look to the categories, even create your own custom categories. So if you want to display the items you use in raids, like consumables that you don't really care to have on your hotbars, you can do that too. If you want to return to the stock view so you can take a kind of a visual assessment of your bags, you can hit the little WoW button here and toggle back and forth. Again, this add-on is not for everyone, but I like it a lot. It's a total game changer, and I only brushed on its features. A link to download this is in the video description. That's going to be it for now, but if news breaks, you bet that I'll be here to cover it. Please like the video, subscribe for more coverage, catch me live, and I'll catch you later. Have a great week, and let's have Bob close us out. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.
Hey look, it's a new month, come and join me. We're gonna do collecties. Cause tender is my breakfast, tender's what I breathe, tender is the loot I collect from the corpses. Tender's running through my veins, tender's both my pleasure and pain. It's like coffee, tender's in my cup, suddenly it's not cause I bought things. Check me on my badass broomstick mount, got my tender than your mama can count on.